It was meant to be ordinary. Dinner, a mindless movie neither of us cared for, the kind of evening that comes when love feels easy, familiar. Or so I believed. She chuckled at something on her phone. The screen lit up, and for a split second, I saw his name. Unfamiliar. But something in me tightened, an unshakable gut feeling. She noticed me looking and quickly flipped the phone over, still smiling. "Just a friend," she said, too casually. But when someone hides their screen like it's a secret weapon, your instincts don't lie. You just know. I tried to let it go, to enjoy what was left of the evening, to pretend I hadn't just witnessed the beginning of something unraveling. But her laugh fell off. Her touch no longer lingered. And her eyes, they were always somewhere else. I didn't confront her that night. No yelling, no accusations. I waited. I watched. I listened. It didn't take long to see the cracks widen. She started staying up later. Her phone, once an afterthought, now had a lock. She smiled at messages I wasn't meant to see. I became a shadow in my own home, while she slowly turned into someone I no longer recognized, a stranger wearing the face of the woman I loved. Then came the night I broke. She was in the shower. Her phone buzzed on the nightstand. I hadn't planned to look. I swear I didn't. But my hand moved on its own, like it knew something my heart wasn't ready to face. I picked it up, and there it was, his name again. But this time, not just one message. There were dozens, hundreds, photos, inside jokes, plans, flirty secrets, memories I wasn't part of. This wasn't some fleeting affair. It was calculated. It was real. And worst of all, it was intimate. She hadn't just betrayed me. She had replaced me, piece by piece, without a word. I didn't wait for her to come out of the bathroom. I didn't ask for explanations or lies. I walked into the closet, grabbed a bag, packed what mattered, and walked out. No goodbyes. No note. No sound. She never thought I'd actually leave. But that's the thing. She didn't know me anymore. The days that followed blurred together. I checked into a cheap hotel, ignored every call, every text. She bombarded my phone with messages. "Where are you? Talk to me? This isn't fair." I can explain. But what was there to explain? She'd made her choice. I made mine. I blocked her number, deleted every photo, unfollowed, erased her, as much as anyone can erase someone they once loved. Truth is, you never fully erase them. You just try to turn down the volume on their memory. 2 weeks later, I moved into a small apartment and started rebuilding, quietly, one breath at a time. Some nights I still reached out in my sleep, out of habit, cruel muscle memory, a leftover ache. But little by little, the silence became soothing. The pain stopped roaring. 6 months passed. Then one evening on my walk home, groceries in hand, music in my ears, I turned the corner and saw her, waiting outside my building. She looked smaller, not in size, but in spirit, like guilt had worn her down from the inside. "Hey," she said gently, as if nothing had happened. I didn't speak. I just stared. "Can we talk?" she asked. I should have kept walking. Should have turned away. But I didn't. Maybe a part of me still needed something. Closure, maybe, or just honesty. We sat at a cafe a block away, one she'd never been to. My space now. She stirred her coffee but never took a sip. Her hands trembled. Her voice was barely more than a breath. "I didn't think you'd actually leave," she said. That was her first mistake. Assuming love made me weak. It didn't. It made me strong enough to walk away. She called it a mistake. Said she was confused. Said it wasn't serious. But serious doesn't last for months. Serious doesn't replace the man who shared your life. Serious doesn't laugh at messages the way she did. She cried, told me she missed me, that her life hadn't felt right since. And maybe I believed her. But belief doesn't change betrayal. And guilt is not the same thing as love. "I don't expect forgiveness," she whispered. "I just needed you to know I still think about us." I nodded, and for the first time since it all fell apart, I felt nothing. No pain, no hate, no longing, just clarity. "You think about us," I said quietly, but you didn't fight for us when it mattered." She didn't respond. What could she say? She stood, hesitated, hoping I'd say something, anything. But I already had. I left her sitting there, walked back to the life I rebuilt, a life that had no space for someone who assumed I'd stay through anything. If someone shows you what you mean to them, believe them. Don't wait for apologies whispered too late. Don't wait for closure that never comes the way you want. Sometimes the strongest thing you'll ever do is walk away when they least expect it and never turn back.